Here's what I'm proposing, and it's going to happen. You point out a 30% poverty rate among African Americans. You have living wages don't exist. We're going to nationalize $15 an hour. No one should ever have to work 2 jobs just to make it. That's not right in America. Just 2 jobs just to be above the poverty rate, above the poverty level. Prison reform, there's a whole lot of forms it takes, but my view is we should turn prison reform, and I've been preaching this for the last 5 years, from prison punishment to reform. So for example, anybody serves their time in prison, they get out, they should be entitled to every single program that exists under the federal government. Why don't we want them getting a Pell Grant and going to school? Why don't we want them getting a job and being able to get public housing subsidies? Why don't we want them qualifying for what used to be called food stamps? But right now, I wrote years ago with a guy named Specter, a senator from Pennsylvania, the Second Chance Act. Because right now, we're in a situation where you get out of prison, I think you all know this, you get a bus ticket and 25 bucks. By the way, 93% of everybody, 93 out of every 100 prisoners in prison are behind a city jail, a county jail, a state jail, not a federal prison. Brock and I were able to reduce the prison population federally by 38,000 folks. Anybody who gets convicted of a drug crime, not one that is in terms of massive selling, but consumption, they shouldn't go to prison. They should go to mandatory rehabilitation. Instead of building more prisons, I've been proposing for some time, we build rehabilitation centers. Mandatory. They've got to go to mandatory rehab. But it's not part of the record when they get out if they finish it. Because the point you made, you get a record and it stays with you. Sorry, you can't get the job because you did the following, even if it's a misdemeanor. We shouldn't be putting anybody in jail for that.